Welcome to episode 30 of the 5-Minute Investor Podcast, where Stockhouse columnists Jonathan Brown and me, Trevor Abbas, each deliver a 2.5-minute stock profile related to recent news stories with investment implications. This week, we're talking about Canadian real estate stocks well worth your due diligence when it comes to capitalizing on a potentially more dovish interest rate environment, lower mortgage rates, and an expected rebound in economic growth. John, which Canadian real estate player fit your eye?
Well, while headlines have been dominated by interest rate cuts from the Bank of Canada, Trevor, savvy investors are looking beyond the macro and into the fundamentals. CAPREIT is a prime example of real estate investment trust, or REIT, that is building strength. It trades in the TSX under the symbol CAR.UN with a $6.3 billion market cap. In September, CAPREIT confirmed its monthly distribution of 13 cents a share, continuing a long-standing commitment to stable income. But it's not just about dividends. CAPREIT recently expanded its portfolio with 214 million Canadian in acquisitions, adding properties in high-demand areas like West Vancouver and Regina. These moves reflect a stable focus on unregulated apartment markets, where CAPREIT can operate with more flexibility and less exposure to rent control policies. It's a smart pivot, especially as affordability challenges persist across Canada. Despite some price fluctuations, CAPREIT stock is currently trading in the $40 Canadian range, which analysts say is about 20% below its fair value. That's a potential upside for investors looking for growth and income in a sector that's often overlooked. And yes, the Bank of Canada's rate cuts are helping. Lower borrowing costs mean REITs like CAPREIT can refinance debt more cheaply, freeing up capital for expansion and improving margins. But CAPREIT's strength lies in its disciplined management and long-term strategy, not just the rate environment. So if you're looking for a REIT with consistent returns, stable growth, and room to run, CAPREIT, again, TSX symbol CAR.UN, deserves a closer look. And it's not the only one either. Trevor has another exciting REIT to dive into.
That's right, John. My spotlight this week is on BTB REIT, ticker BTB.UN on the TSX, market capitalization 331 million Canadian, which owns and manages 73 industrial, suburban office, and necessity-based retail properties across Canada, spanning about 6.1 million square feet. The company practices an acquisition philosophy centered on primary markets, clients' reputation, redevelopment potential, and a long-term mindset, which has led it to grow revenue from $93.25 million in 2020 to $130 million in 2024, with a healthy $65 million earned through Q1 and Q2 2025, while earning stable net income despite inflationary headwinds, averaging just under $40 million per year from 2021 to 2024, plus $13.8 million collected in 2025. Despite BTB's proven profitability and stable 2.5-cent monthly distribution, the company's market capitalization is about $140 million below the $470 million we get by subtracting total debt from total property value, creating a more than 40% margin of safety for an investment at the $3.75 share price as of September 2025. With Canadian commercial real estate still struggling against the persistence of post-COVID work-from-home mandates, as well as newfound trade tensions with the U.S., proven capital allocators such as BTB are on the prowl for bargains to foster shareholder value and add operational leverage above expected economic growth, with S&P Global predicting a 0.2% jump in Canadian GDP, from 1.2% in 2025 to 1.4% in 2026. Shares of BTB REIT have added 3.89% year over year and 35.02% since 2020. As always, you can find links to the articles from today's episode in the show notes, and you can find more investing insights on Stockhouse and the market online. The 5-Minute Investor is on Spotify, YouTube, iHeartRadio, Podbean, Stockhouse, or wherever finer podcasts are found. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you on Monday. This podcast has been prepared as part of a partnership with Canadian Apartment Properties REIT and BTB REIT, and is intended for informational purposes only. For full disclaimer information, please visit themarketonline.ca/disclaimer. Disclaimer.